Night one of WrestleMania is done. So let's cross it out and let's talk about it. Come on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Cross You Out podcast. And of course, I am your host, Eric Cross. And in today's show, well, we're talking WrestleMania 40, night one. Tomorrow will be night two. Of course, we will also be talking about that. So, double shows you get one by one, Saturday and Sunday. And man, um, coming off of this WrestleMania, honestly, I can honestly say I watched the whole thing. I will get into all of this in just a minute. Um, what what is going on? Well, right now we're just trying to get through WrestleMania weekend. So let's get into it. All right. So WrestleMania night one, Saturday was a decent WrestleMania. I felt like some of the matches were rushed to get to this main event match. But again, you know, that's what it was. It was built to Roman, Rock, Seth, Cody. I, again, I felt like this whole entire show was very rushed and very some matches weren't able to breathe as much as possible, and some kind of landed flat for me. But we'll get into that. So let's get started. The first match that was up and going was the women's world title match. The the champion Rhea Ripley versus the man Becky Lynch. Um, I didn't get to really watch it. I thought it was going to be, it started at 4. I thought it was going to be, a little pre-show stuff and blah blah blah. But I got the end of it. It was Rhea Ripley retaining her women's title. I'm very happy about that. That's really good. Um, Again, I didn't really get to see this. I'm going to go back and watch it. So I can't really give you my thoughts on it, but you know, it is what it is. Um, the next match was the six pack ladder match for the uh, undisputed tag team titles. Um, let's see, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, our Truth and the Miz, um, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods, and of course the tag team champions themselves, um, Damian Priest and Finn Balor, the Judgment Day. This tag team match, again, I felt again. I've always said these matches are very clustered. You they have the mentality of wanting to get so much things in, and things end up going wrong, one way or another. The fact um, that it was just again, it felt to me like it was a clustered match. There was some like oh my god moments, some holy shit moments, but at the same time, it felt rushed. It felt clustered. Um, it didn't really get that much to breathe. Um, what is it? Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. They are the SmackDown tag team champions, and they actually ended up splitting the titles, which is a blessing. Thank God. So they are the now SmackDown champions, and our Truth and The Miz are the Raw tag team champions. The first time our Truth wins a WrestleMania matchup, and our Truth becoming our Truth and The Miz becoming the World Tag Team Champions for Raw for the first time. So that's pretty cool. Um, Again, they've been leading up to this. I wish they would have at least gave them both belts and not split it up at this point. But you know, what can you do at that? What can you do? Um, let's see. Next match was Andrade and Rey Mysterio versus Santo Escobar and Dirty Dom in a again felt like a very rushed match. You know, I didn't feel the story behind it, and again, I wouldn't have done this. I wouldn't have let um, Andrade and Rey Mysterio win the match and go over Dom, get the pin over on Dominic. I feel like Dominic Mysterio has came out and become his own wrestler, his own person, and he is just he's fucking killing it. You know, but to keep on giving him this the shit end of the stick and keep on losing and all that stuff, it kills the character, you know. And I really wish they would have gave the win to Dominic over Mysterio so they can be 1-1, and then maybe next year's WrestleMania they get a one more match. Who knows? But yeah, they pick up the victory. Um, and then this is another match that kind of fell flat for me. I really felt like it was just, there wasn't really that momentum going into it. Um, Jay Uso, Jimmy Uso, brother versus brother. Um, it was okay. You know, it was okay. Jay comes out with the victory on this main event. Jay Uso picks up the victory. Again, you know, what can you do? It felt like something happened where Jay either got a little loopy or something went wrong, but at the same time it was kind of just like, you know, start pulling up the pace. Let's go, guys. Come on now. You know, the next match was Damage Control versus Jade Cargill, Naomi, and um, um, ooh, oh my god, I can't remember her name. I put it on my notes. I can't even read this. Um, Bianca Belair. Excuse me. I'm sorry about that. I'm tired from this. um, Jade and Naomi, Bianca Belair pick up the victory. It was a decent matchup. You know, they pulled out the test strength, saving Jade Cargill for the end for the victory. Um, Again, I'm still waiting for her to kind of come out and show that she can have a longer match and by herself and be able to put on this wrestling clinic that she loves to talk about. You know, again, she has people that's shielding her from um, getting basically exposed for kind of still not knowing the business and still not knowing how to actually compete. But again, she is, she's very strong. She can lift up these women or most of the women for a good amount of time, and she can be able to go out there and hopefully show what she can do in a singles match, not 5 minutes, not a squash match, nothing like that. Show that she can actually wrestle, you know. But that's my only complaint about that. I think um, she has the potential to go out there and do it. She just needs to go out and do it, not continually talk about it, just do it. But that's just me. That's just what I feel, you know. The next match was Gunther, the Intercontinental Champion, versus Sami Zayn. Um, this was a good match. This was a really good match. This is really um, pulling at the heartstrings, trying to get you to be a very emotional, get behind Sami Zayn. And honestly, it kind of worked. Again, I am one of the people. I know there are many that wish that it was Chad Gable in this situation than Sami Zayn, because Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable, because he did say it during a backstage promo. You owe me, so get it done. Trying to motivate him, but at the same time, you know, why? It should have been Chad Gable finishing this story. This was a very built up type of thing that ended up kind of just going flat, and they just put in Sami Zayn just to put in Sami Zayn. Why does Sami Zayn have to be the Intercontinental Champion at this point? He doesn't. He needs to be a world champion. But, you know, they didn't have a spot for him. Both main events were very, or both world title matches were very, you know, if Drew McIntyre is not signing a new contract with WWE, why is he facing Seth Rollins for the title? It just, there's some missteps in this situation that kind of, one, you know, um, Chad Gable gets the shit end of the stick. Two, Sami Zayn gets put into this main event spot where, or this main match on WrestleMania, and does he really deserve it? You know, does he deserve another Intercontinental title run? I don't think so. He's beyond that, but he's the new Intercontinental Champion. Did pick up the victory and defeating Gunther in a very good match. I'm gonna say it again. It was a very good match, but does this match have to happen? And again, I say no. But what do I know? And then in the main event, The Rock, Roman Reigns versus Cody and Seth Rollins. I'm not gonna say Seth freaking whatever's. Seth Rollins. Um, I'm very surprised The Rock went out there and wrestled. He took some bumps. He went out there and wrestled. Um, I don't know if he's in pain or he messed up anything, but he looked pretty good for someone that hasn't wrestled in a long time. And this 5 second match that he had um, with Eric Rowan at WrestleMania, that doesn't count, or whoever it was. But The Rock and Roman Reigns pick up the victory to continue this underdog story for Cody Rhodes. Tomorrow night, Bloodline rules. And who do you have winning the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship? Tomorrow night at WrestleMania, night two. Um, I know, as a storyteller and as a person that knows this kind of story, I feel like they're going to go with Cody at this point, but you know, who knows? Who knows what they're gonna do at this point? They already said that Roman Reigns has surpassed, or I think they were just talking about the WrestleMania matches, main event matches, that he has surpassed Hogan in his WrestleMania matches. Um, that I don't care. The title run, this long run that he has, I don't care. I want to see something new. I want to see something better from this. So I am going with Cody tomorrow night, winning the undisputed world heavyweight title, and finishing the story. But again, that's tomorrow night. So um, yeah, this is gonna be a quick episode. Just got done with this, got done with WrestleMania, so check back with me tomorrow and we will finish the story, hopefully. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, Cross out. Good night, everybody.